Hey guys, welcome to the Mike Vision. It's Mike. Today I have a very long video for you. This is my recent pickups. These are pickups ranging as far back as the other recent pickups, which was a really long time ago. So this video is going to be super long. So what I'm going to do is in the description right below, I'm going to put the time codes for all the different systems I'm going to talk about. So if you're interested in one system more than the other, you can just skip ahead in the video. However, you can just watch the whole video if you'd like, but it's going to be super long, so maybe put me on in the background while you're playing a game or doing something else. But without further ado, let's get started. So let's start with a system that I picked up kind of a while ago now, but I haven't talked about it yet, and that's the Sega Saturn. I picked one up. It was at a Salvation Army. Came with a couple games and a controller and all the hookups and stuff. But I got 3 games. They're not too good or anything. They're actually pretty bad, but they came with the system, so you know, whatever. The first one is Madden 97. Next we've got Slam and Jam 96. Has a nice big old crack in the case right there. And lastly, with another big crack, we have Sega Sports NHL All-Star Hockey. Now normally I wouldn't pick these up by themselves, but the system was, I forget how much it was, but it came with these games, and I wasn't going to say, no, keep the games, I don't want them, they're sports games. I figured I'd probably need something to start with, because I have no games, so I just took them. But yeah, that's all I got for the Sega Saturn. So next up, let's talk about PlayStation 1. I got a couple games for that system. First up, at a thrift store, I picked up Vigilante 8. I haven't played it yet, but it looks kind of like some sort of crazy racing game. It looked really fun. It was like $2, so that's why I picked it up. And it is complete, if you guys were wondering. The next 3 games I actually got from a friend, and this is going to be a common theme in this pickup video. One of my friends at school had a lot of video game stuff that he didn't want anymore, and he offered to sell it to me at a really cheap price. So I took everything. So it's a lot of stuff, and it spans across all different consoles you'll see in this video. So these next 3 games I got from him. First one was Asteroids on PlayStation, in really good condition actually. I've played Asteroids before, obviously, but I haven't played the PlayStation version, and this is complete, of course. And I'm looking forward to playing it. It should be pretty cool, a pretty cool twist on Asteroid series. The next 2 are disc only, which kind of sucks, but he threw them in, so I couldn't say no. First up is Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six. And next one is Activision Classic Games for the Atari 2600, which is pretty cool because I don't have an Atari, so if I ever want to play those games, I can just play them on here. Okay, next up, I picked up another new console. Lots of new consoles in this video. I picked up an original Xbox. Only reason why I picked it up is because it was mega cheap. The thing's a beast. There's like nowhere to put it. I had to put it on top of my, I'm just looking at my TV, I had to put it on top of my receiver for my speakers. It's just huge. There's nowhere to put it. But I got a controller with it, and I got some games, and then I picked up some games outside of when I got the system. So these are just in random order, starting with a really good one actually. I got Fable for the original Xbox. This was only $3 at Savers, and it comes, I believe this is the disc that has expansions. I don't really know Fable that well, but the manual for the expansion is in the case, so I figured that it probably comes with it as well. So I thought that was pretty cool. Never played Fable before, so now I can finally get into that. Got a copy of Sega GT 2002 along with Jet Set Radio Future. This was only $2 at a local thrift store, and it's complete with both manuals for both games, which is cool. Next, I found Dead or Alive 3 at a Salvation Army. Again, it was like $2 I think, and it is complete. I like the Dead or Alive series. Mortal Kombat will always have a special place in my heart as a favorite fighting game, but Dead or Alive is a good one as well. Next, I found Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind Game of the Year Edition, and this is not complete, but it does have the map, and the disc is in practically brand new condition, which is awesome. I've played every Elder Scrolls except for this one, second one, first one, Arena. Haven't played online. I haven't played a lot. I've played Oblivion and Skyrim, but I'm really glad I got this, so I can look into this. And this is the Game of the Year edition, so it comes with all of the expansions, which is cool. And the last one that I got just on a whim, because I like the movie, Enter the Matrix. It's complete. I don't believe it was that good of a game back in the day when it came out, but I don't remember, so I picked it up for the hell of it. And we'll see. We'll see if it's good. Next up, I just lumped Wii and Wii U together because I only got one game for each system. But first, for the Wii, at a Savers, I found Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games. This is the Beijing 2008 one. I think they had one for London too. But this is complete. And I remember this being kind of cool. I remember playing it once or twice back in the day when it came out. So I picked it up. And for the Wii U, for Christmas, as crazy as that sounds, I haven't made a pickup video since last August, so it's been a while. But for Christmas, I got Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate. I got this from my girlfriend, so thank you very much. Yeah, I've played it a little bit. It's a really big game, so I'm waiting to have a lot of time to really dive into it. It's probably going to be one of the next games that I really get into. But yeah, I'm really glad that I got this because all the Monster Hunter games just look super cool. So I'm excited to try this one. So next up, I've got the PlayStation 2. Picked up quite a few games for this system over the past like almost year. Let's see what we got. Start off, this is in no particular order. Bloody Roar 3, found this at a Savers and I was pretty excited. Never really played any of the Bloody Roar games before, but they seem pretty cool. And I got this for a really good deal. I didn't know it was a little bit more pricey. But yeah, pretty excited about that. Let's see. Picked up Devil May Cry for $2. Has a huge, horrible sticker thing going on there. This is complete. Pretty cool. A game I never heard of, Hunter the Reckoning Wayward. I just thought it looked pretty cool. And it was a couple bucks. It was complete. But it seems like some sort of survival, almost. I don't know. It's like an. I don't know. I don't want to say RPG, but it's almost like an MMO that's not an MMO, and it's kind of like Left 4 Dead type deal. I don't know. I haven't played it yet, so I'm interested to see what's going to happen with that one. Another cool find, I found Resident Evil 4 at a Savers, and it is complete. And I tested it and it works and everything, which is awesome. Has that GameStop sticker for $34.99 right on there, but I only paid a couple bucks, so I'm excited about that. An awesome find at a Savers I was super happy about was Mad Maestro. I don't know if you guys know, but I'm super into music. I go to school for it and all that stuff. And this game I've always been looking for just because it's super quirky. You play as a conductor and it's like a QuickTime game plus like a rhythm game where you have to line up everything to conduct your symphony and all that stuff. So it seems pretty cool. Yeah, so I'm excited about that. Another find, Star Wars Bounty Hunter for PS2. Comes complete as well. I'm trying to only buy complete PS2 games now because I'm really getting into collecting for the PS2. I've got like 250 I think now. I don't know, I haven't kept track in a while, but I'm only going for complete because I hate just not having a manual or a case or something. It's crazy. And no greatest hits. No greatest hits ever. So the rest of these games are games that I got from my friend at school, part of that huge deal that I talked about earlier. So the first one, which is very underwhelming, is a loose copy of NHL, I think that's 06. NHL 06. Just a loose copy in a case that says Photoshop. It's kind of weird. A Midway Arcade Treasures 2, which is sweet. I love these compilation games. Got Mercenaries 2, World in Flames, which I played before, and I actually really like this game, so I'm glad that I was able to pick that up off him. I got the Call of Duty Legacy. This is a dual pack that comes with Call of Duty 1 and 2. And these are all complete. I'd show you guys, but it's a lot of opening. Just trust me, they're all complete. It's pretty cool. And I got duplicate copies of both GTA Vice City and GTA San Andreas. I told him to keep them because I already had them, but he already sold his PS2 to somebody else, so he had no reason to keep them, so he just threw them in because I was buying so much stuff anyway. So that's all I got on PS2. Next up, I got some PS3 games this year. It feels weird saying this year. I'm used to saying this month, but I haven't done a pickup video in so long. Jeez. First up, Heavy Rain. Finally picked it up. I've been playing it, kind of stopped for a little bit. I'm about 3-ish hours in, I think. But so far it's pretty cool. The graphics aren't making me crazy, because I remember when this first came out, people were like, oh my god, the graphics, but when did this come out? A while ago. So now the graphics are kind of like, yeah, sure, cool. So they're good. I mean, they're not amazing compared to today's stuff, but I mean, it's PS3. We got to remember that. But it's complete, and I'm having fun with it. The story is really good, so I recommend it for that. Next up, I picked up Last of Us. This was a while ago. I think it was for Christmas. I know my girlfriend got it, but I think it was for Christmas. Yeah, amazing game. If you haven't watched it already, I posted a video last week about my completed thoughts for Last of Us, because I played all the way through it and I made a video about what I thought. So if you haven't watched that yet, just head over to my channel and it's right over there. Next up, I picked up Uncharted 3, Drake's Deception. I picked this up because there was a sale at GameStop and I don't have the third one. Haven't finished the second one yet, but when I do, now I can play the third one. So that makes sense in my head. I also picked up Brutal Legend at that sale because it was so cheap, and people say this game is just like stupid fun. So one day I'll try it and have some stupid fun like all those other people. Next, an important addition to my collection, the Kingdom Hearts 2.5 Remix. This came out a while ago, but I picked it up on launch. I tried to go at midnight, but GameStop was closed, so that was awkward. But I picked it up the next day when it actually came out. I got all of the stuff that came with the collector's edition and then came with the limited edition pin. I also got, hang on right here. Gotta grab this from my shelf. I also recently went to Disney World. Me and my girlfriend went to Disney World, and I picked up the only Kingdom Hearts related Disney pin that they had. Stupid Disney, this was like $9, but look how cool it is. So I was really happy to find that. I found it like right away. I thought I was going to have a hard time, but I did find it. So the only two Disney pins I have are that one and the collector's edition 2.5 remix pin, which I would get, but it's away with all my collector's edition stuff. So what can I say about 2.5? It looks amazing. It's really hyping me up for 3, and if you guys haven't watched the E3 coverage of Kingdom Hearts 3 yet, it is friggin' amazing. So I'm really excited for the D23 Expo that's coming up. I think it's, when is it? In the fall or November? It's somewhere this year, but they've confirmed recently that there's going to be Kingdom Hearts 3 footage going on there, never before seen gameplay and all that jazz, so I'm really excited to see that. But yes, I enjoyed 2.5. And another game that I got this for my birthday at the very beginning of the year, and that's the Final Fantasy X and X-2 HD Remix. Now, I never played the original ones, which is crazy, but I started playing this about probably like 10-ish hours into 10, and I don't know. I got the RPG thing that happened. I stopped playing for a little while, and now I forget where I am, so I'm not going back. I don't know. I'm either going to start it over soon, or I'm just going to try to push my way through it. I really got caught up playing blitzball with my friends at school. We got addicted to that for some reason. I don't know. I guess it's a college thing to do. Play Final Fantasy Blitzball. I don't know. But yeah, that's all I got on PS3. So I'm going to lump all the GBA and 3DS stuff together because I only got one GBA game, and that is Arcade Advanced. Got this from my friend at school as part of that big trade that we did. As far as 3DS goes, my parents got me Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate for 3DS for Christmas. So, yes, I did get both versions of Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate for Christmas, and I played them both at the same time, which was really fun. They do go together. You can link up your 3DS with your Wii U, which is a pretty cool feature. So if you really like Monster Hunter, I would do it. I did by accident. I accidentally asked both parties for 2 different games. Happened to be the same game on different consoles, but I'm happy I got both. Another game that my girlfriend got me, Scribblenauts Unlimited. This is really fun, and I didn't know if this was going to hold up to the PC version, which I had before I got a Mac, so I couldn't play it anymore. But I was surprised. It did hold up to the PC. It was just as fun. No real limitations that I found. So if you're looking to get into Scribblenauts, but you don't have a PC or you can't run it or something, the 3DS version is actually really fun. And the Wii U version is super fun too. And the last 3DS game that I got is Pokemon Omega Ruby. Typical Pokemon, you know, Ruby was one of my favorites back in the day. Gold was my most favorite. Ruby's probably second, if not Emerald. Emerald was really fun. But yeah, I'm about 30-ish hours into Omega Ruby. Stopped for a little while, but I'm really liking it. Because Pokemon X, I think, is my favorite Pokemon of all time now. It was so much fun. And Omega Ruby took everything that made X fun and brought it to Ruby. So it's a lot of fun. If you really liked Ruby, but you haven't liked any of the new Pokemon lately, I would suggest trying out Omega Ruby, because it's Ruby, which is awesome. Or Alpha Sapphire, because that's Sapphire. But it has the stuff that X and Y had, and that makes it a lot more fun. It puts a twist on the Pokemon series, and it's really cool, so I recommend that. So that's everything I got for 3DS and Game Boy Advance. Next up, I picked up 4 titles for GameCube. First up being Tai 2, Bush Rescue. Played the Tai games when I was younger, so I saw this and was like, oh, I'm going to get that. That'll be a lot of fun. And it's complete as I destroy the manual. Next game I picked up was Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. I played this a lot with friends back in the day, surprisingly, and it was super fun. So when I saw it, I picked it up because it was super cheap. And you know me, whenever anything's super cheap and it has like a good name on it, I'm going to pick it up. These next 2 games were part of that big thing that I did with my friend at school, where he sold me a bunch of his games. First being Super Smash Bros. Melee. I didn't have it. I was a PS2 kid back in the day, and you guys know that, so I didn't have a GameCube when it came out. I just played this at a friend's house. But now I have it, which is awesome, and it's so much fun. You guys know Melee. And if you don't know Melee, then damn it, go play Melee. And Mario Party 4 was the other title. So 2 awesome GameCube titles that he threw in. I was really happy about that. So kind of beefing up my GameCube collection, and I'm pretty proud of it. Next up, I picked up a new console. My friend at school, as I've been saying this whole video, sold me a lot of stuff for a really good price. And one of those consoles was the Super Nintendo. And I got 5 games with it too. And they're not just crappy games, they're actually really good games. First being Super Mario World. Obviously, I didn't have any of these, so if they're commons, I know. I just didn't have any because I didn't have a Super Nintendo until, when did I pick it up? A couple months ago, maybe like 5 or 6 months ago. So we got Super Mario World, Donkey Kong Country. My words are everywhere today. Donkey Kong Country 2, Diddy Kong's Quest. Pretty cool. Super Mario All-Stars. And last but not least, Midway Arcade Greatest Hits, the Atari Collection 1. So some pretty cool games. especially for, you know, first time getting a Super Nintendo. So I was really happy about that. Next up on Dreamcast, got some stuff from my friend. Some disc-only things. I got Conflict Zone. I got Slave Zero. It's kind of upside down. And then something kind of interesting. I was surprised he had this. It's NFL QB Club 2001, but as you can see, it looks super sketchy. Like, what the hell is that? Well, you open the case, the game is super sketchy too. And this isn't even a manual, it's just a piece of paper. Well, it came with a Dreamcast boot CD. So I was like, dude, what the hell is this? Apparently, this is a bootleg, and this is a bootleg boot up CD. So if you had bootleg Dreamcast games, you needed this to run them. But he did, and I was like, where did you even get? And he said his uncle or something. But like, seriously, where do you get bootleg Dreamcast games? You don't go to like GameStop. Like, you have to go to some weird ass place. But I guess he found it, so now I have it. Just kind of interesting. Next up is a really strange one, and I'm gonna need your guys' help on figuring out what it even is. So hopefully someone sees this video and knows what I have. So I was at Savers. Me and my girlfriend were at Savers, just doing our normal thing, looking around. I was looking for games. She was looking for whatever she was into. Maybe she was helping me look for games. I forget. But I think she actually found this, and she was like, "Oh, this is cool. Look at this." And I was like, "Oh, damn, that's probably important." And what it was, and it has. I'll just show you what it is. It's a Pac-Man game for Windows 95 or 98, and it's completely in Japanese. And it has Namco's name on it, so it's licensed. This isn't some fake thing. It was $3, and I've looked everywhere. I opened it up. I checked all the manuals. Nothing's in English. The only thing that I could find in English was there was one thing. What was it? I think it said Pac. It was some sort of Pac-Man thing. Let me see. So yeah, we have the manual. Comes with the manual. It comes with a sealed disc, which I thought was pretty impressive. It says interactive cartoon all over it, and it comes with this warranty registration, completely in Japanese. And then the box is pretty cool too. Look, the inside has the ghosts. So I thought this was like the coolest thing ever, but I have no idea what it is. And it says, where is it? It says something, because this is all in Japanese. It's Pac-Athlon. That's what it says everywhere. And I've looked that up, and I haven't found this specific one anywhere. And I haven't asked anybody yet, but now I'm showing you guys. So if anybody can read Japanese or has seen this before, please leave a comment or message me or something, because I really want to know what this is. I don't even really care about value. I mean, it'd be nice to know, but I just want to know what I have. Whether I found some super rare PC game that never got released, or if it's just some common thing. But it's in Japanese. Why would it be at a Savers? I was just really confused about that. So if this is something dumb that I found, just let me know. Or if this is something like uber rare, please comment, message me. Let me know what I got. But that's all I found on PC. I just wanted to talk about that for a minute. Okay, so I've been talking about that deal that I did with my friend at school for a bunch of games, and it was a really cheap price. Now, what I'm about to show you guys is the reason why I got all this stuff. Up until now, I've gotten some decent games from, but, you know, it wasn't a lot. This was the mother load. So, he gave me, well, he didn't give me, I bought it off him, an N64, which was cool with the expansion. It's hooked up, so I won't show you guys. A couple controllers. I got a green one, which I really like. That's one I use. And a bunch of different memory cards and assorted manuals and stuff like that. But, for games, he gave me a lot of N64 games, and they all came in this wicked cool Nintendo 64 case. And I've seen these all over YouTube, and they're super cool, and now I have one, and I'm really excited about it. So, all I have to do is open it to show you guys the amount, I don't want to drop this, the amount of games that he gave me. It was so many, and I'm just going to go through them and show you guys. Not one game in here is bad. They're all like perfect, and they're all in really good condition too. So let's see what we got. First up is Yoshi's Story, and I've tested all these. These all work, so props. Star Fox 64, Doom 64, Mario Party 3, one of like the sweet titles. Paper Mario, another sweet title. They're all wicked good titles. Super Mario 64. These are all like the quintessential N64 games to get, and I'm so happy I got them. Diddy Kong Racing, 007, The World's Not Enough, Super Smash Bros, Mario Kart 64, GoldenEye, 007 GoldenEye, Pokemon Snap, game that I friggin' loved as a kid. Mortal Kombat Trilogy, which you know me, love my Mortal Kombat. Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time. Donkey Kong 64. In my 64 right now I have Banjo-Kazooie, and Banjo-Tooie also came along with this. So as you guys can see, he hooked me up as far as games go. I got pretty much everything, every good game besides, you know, like StarCraft 64 and a couple other ones. These are all like the quintessential games to have. So I'm really excited about that. But that's basically my pickups since the last video. I may have missed a couple things. You guys may have seen a couple doubles. But I think I got it down. I think I got most of the stuff. So I want to thank you guys for watching. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't. If you like my videos, it lets you know right away when I release something new. So it's a good way to keep in touch. If you like these pickup videos, let me know and I'll make them more often, because obviously it seems like I have to do that. But thanks again for watching, guys, and I will see you next time.